When I was in the military, I was in charge of some very large maintenance operations. One of my maintenance assignments was in a communications battalion that had hundreds of generators to service and maintain. When we conducted monthly preventive maintenance checks and services, the generator operators were required to start and run the generator sets with the load to prevent starting and running issues caused by sitting idle for too long. You might say this was my early indoctrination in generator care and maintenance. Today, we are going to look at what you can do to protect your generator when it's in storage. When I worked for an RV dealership, every spring I noticed the service department was booked with appointments for generators that either wouldn't start, or if they did start, had that all too familiar surging sound. I immediately knew this was a result of letting the generator sit in storage without starting and exercising the generator. It might seem odd, but the lack of use is one of the biggest problems with gasoline generators. Fuel can start to break down in a couple of months. When a generator sits for months at a time, the fuel starts to varnish and gum up, resulting in hard starting and surging problems. Fuel-related problems are the #1 reason for exercising the generator, but there are other reasons too. Moisture buildup can result in damage to the generator. When you exercise the generator, it heats up the windings and eliminates that moisture. And it helps lubricate the engine seals and internal components, which can prevent carbon buildup. That is 3 good reasons to exercise your generator, but just how do you go about doing it? Safety first. Whenever you are working on or using your generator, there is a threat of carbon monoxide poisoning. Always inspect the generator exhaust system prior to using it. Do not operate a generator with a damaged exhaust system. If you are using a portable generator set, make sure the exhaust is directed well away from the camping area. Test your carbon monoxide detector for proper operation prior to using the generator. Another thing you might find odd about generators is they are designed and intended to run with a load as opposed to no load. By load, I mean an electrical load. Generators are rated in kilowatts. 1 kilowatt equals 1,000 watts, so a 4 kW generator would be a 4,000 watt generator. ONAN recommends running the generator 1 hour each month at approximately half rated load and up to a full rated load if practical. So, as an example, you would exercise a 4,000 watt generator with a minimum 2,000 watt load. This is roughly equivalent to running 1 RV air conditioner. Check your generator owner's manual for other load ratings. It's always better to exercise a generator for longer periods of time with more load than it is to run it for short periods of time with little or no load. Check your generator owner's manual for load ratings specific to your generator. If you do not have the owner's manual, you should be able to locate one online. In addition to the monthly exercise regime, I recommend you use a fuel preservative to help protect the entire fuel system when the generator is in storage. Follow the manufacturer instructions for using fuel preservatives. Run the generator long enough to get the fuel preservative through the fuel system. Using fuel preservatives applies to any gas-powered items you might have sitting in storage at home, like lawnmowers, weed eaters, and ATVs. A good habit to get into is to add the correct amount of preservative to the gas can every time you fill it with gas. These generator problems mostly occur when the generator sits in storage for months at a time. If you have not started and ran your generator with the load on it in the last month or two, now would be a good time to do it. Following these simple steps in routine generator maintenance will keep your generator in top operating condition. Happy camping.